Hi there, my name is Megan Turner, and today I'm here to talk about childhood obesity. Childhood obesity is now an epidemic in the United States, and this is a public health issue because a person's weight has a direct effect on their health, and thus obesity is affecting the health of America. Obesity is the excess of body fat and is measured by BMI charts. There are many factors that contribute to obesity, some being reduced family meals, watching TV while eating, fast food consumption, soda consumption, and low intake of fruit and vegetables. Obesity in children has more than tripled in the past few decades, and now almost 1 in 5 children are obese. Being obese leads to an increased risk for chronic diseases such as cancers, cardiovascular disease, impaired fertility, hypertension, and breathing problems. It also has immediate effects such as the increased risk for type 2 diabetes and impaired glucose tolerance. While all different types of children can be affected by obesity, there are some that are at higher risk than others. Certain ethnic groups, such as Hispanic and South Asian children, and those who are at the lowest socioeconomic status, are at a higher risk for developing obesity. These health disparities are one of public health's main focuses as they attempt to improve the health of all people. It is clear that something needs to happen to improve the health of our children, and I believe that it is the public health's responsibility because they try to improve the health of the public by preventing health issues in the first place and protecting the public from various health issues. And who better to protect than those who cannot help themselves? Public health uses data and research to change the public's health for the better with policies and programs. And that is why I think it is important to have a health prevention plan to improve the health of our children. My plan would reduce the risk of obesity in children by implementing changes within the home, school, and community. Some public policies would have to be made, and education for parents to encourage healthy eating would have to be provided. A huge part of a child's diet is their home environment. There are some practical ways to prevent obesity by increasing family meals, having a daily breakfast, have a low availability of unhealthy food, and an increased availability of healthy foods. Part 2. The school. Children are at school for many hours a day, and thus the food that they eat there has a direct effect on their health. Nutrition education should be a mandatory part of a child's education at all levels to encourage healthy eating. There should also be more nutritional standards that are mandated at foods that are provided at schools. And success would be measured at the obesity rates of children in schools. It's also important to improve a child's health at a community level. We could increase the availability of community programs such as gardens, farmers markets, community education programs, and food banks with healthy food choices. Part 4. Social marketing. Children are affected by what they see on social media and on TV, so it would be important to develop some public policy changes that might reduce the risk for obesity, such as unhealthy food marketing. It would be helpful to offer incentives to make sure that retailers can offer affordable and quality fruits and vegetables instead of just junk food. And success would be shown by the sales of unhealthy foods and the sales of healthy foods. Part 5. Physical activity. Physical activity is also an important part of preventing obesity. Some changes that would be beneficial would be encouraging parents to get their children to engage in at least 60 to 180 minutes of physical activity daily. Another idea would be to develop safe public parks in all communities. The last idea would be to develop a physical activity friendly school environment where children are encouraged to engage in physical activity throughout the day. As we have seen, childhood obesity is a major problem in the U.S. that people in public health must take seriously because it affects the most vulnerable of our population.